To Daily Focus, and we here in Michigan just cannot complain about the weather. I think, according to my car, it was 37 degrees. It's a little bit cloudy, but 37 in December in Michigan is a pretty nice day. And so I hear that we may get some snow at the end of the week, but we'll let the Lord decide all of that. But boy, we're off to a great day today. We have our Christmas program for our school tonight, and we're looking forward to watching what the Lord is doing in this generation that He has privileged us with the opportunity to invest in and to care for and to love and to teach. It's a wonderful dynamic, and I hope that those of you that are around here can plan to come tonight at 7 o'clock and support the endeavors of investing in another generation. Well, we're in Psalm 119. I've entitled this one, Teach Me, O Lord. Have you ever been around somebody who's just all in? I mean, they are just all in. Well, let me ask you the other side of it. Have you ever been around somebody who's just haphazardly involved? In other words, they're not really dedicated to it. They're not determined to do their best. They just kind of toy with the opportunity or toy with the responsibility, but they're just not all in. They're kind of serving their self in the sense that they just want it to come easy, or they don't care if it comes at all. They want it to be convenient, and if it's not going to be convenient, then they're not interested. They want to just be comfortable. They don't want anything that's going to require something more of them or a sacrifice of some sort. They just kind of want it all to happen. They don't want to have to do anything. And that's kind of the background. It's kind of the undertone of this passage. And so it starts out with the psalmist saying, Teach me, O Lord. In other words, I want to be all in my Christian life. I want to be all in my faith. I want to be all in how much I love my Savior. I want to be all in doing something to enhance the opinion people have of my God. I don't want to toy with it. I don't want to be haphazard. I don't want it to just not cost me anything. I'm willing to invest and sacrifice and go wholeheartedly into it. I remember when I was playing sports that there were people on the team, some that didn't really care if they made the team. They didn't really care if they were on the team. They just kind of were going out as a social thing. And if they made the team, they still were on the team as a social thing. It wasn't really about gelling as a team, performing as a team, winning as a team. It was just kind of about being on the team. Well, unfortunately, I feel like that's indicative of a lot of Christians. But every once in a while, you find somebody that's on the team that's all in. I mean, they're intense. They practice hard. They train hard. They play hard. They are all in. They're from the moment that they start. They're intense. They are not going to just sit back and let something happen. They're the type that's going to make something happen. They're going to be involved, and if it requires pushing when they're tired, if it requires going the extra mile or stepping up and giving a little extra effort, it's worth it because they just want the team to perform. They want to hit on all cylinders and operate at peak performance. Well, how about you? As you're on the team of God and you are participating on His team, you're participating in His program, what kind of team member are you? Are you the one that's all in? You're the one that's shaking things up. You're making things happen. You're all in. I mean, you see that there is a reason for your effort. There is a purpose for your drive. There is a desired result that you are pursuing after. Are you all in? Or do you find yourself kind of just there for the social? I just kind of hang out as long as it doesn't cost me anything, as long as it, doesn't rattle people too much. It doesn't require too much of me. I'll be on the team, but I just kind of want it all to happen. I don't want it to really cost me too much. Well, that's exactly where the psalmist is. So let's go through the text. Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end. The psalmist said, if you'll teach me, God, I will pursue it with my whole heart. I'll be all in if you just tell me what it is I need to know. Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law. Yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart. I'm gonna pursue it with everything I have. Make me to go in the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight. Incline my ear unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. He's saying, you know what? I want to know God. I want to know my Savior in such a way where I'm not pursuing after things that don't matter. I'm not going to pursue after things that just will not matter in eternity. I don't want to pad my luxury life here on this earth and be bankrupt when I get to heaven. I just don't want to do that. So Lord, teach me and help me to understand what your word says, and keep me from covetousness. Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way. Wake me up to what is true and right and wholesome. Establish thy word unto thy servant, who is devoted to thy fear or thy respect. Turn away my reproach, which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Behold, I have longed after thy precepts. Quicken me in thy righteousness. Lord, I need you to make me alive unto what is right. I need you to make me alive with discernment to know what is right. I need you to teach me what you want me to know and what you want me to do. And I'll just go after it with my whole heart. It doesn't matter if it's uncomfortable. It doesn't matter if it's inconvenient. And it doesn't matter if it costs me something. Lord, you teach me what you want, and I will pursue it with my whole heart. And that is what this little section teaches us. I hope it challenges us in this Christmas season to go all in for God and to make sure that we're not leaning on our own understanding, that we're not being conformed to this world, that we're not trying to build the luxury life of the temporary at the expense of bankruptcy in the eternal. God bless you. I hope you have a great day. I'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.